Welcome back to the Seed and EIS Hour. Our next guest is Paola Cuneo, who's the Campaign Director of the Sirius programme at UK Trade and Investments. Sirius was established to help international graduates bring high-growth businesses to the UK. Welcome, Paola.
Welcome. Thank you very much for having me.
Tell me about the Sirius programme. How did it develop and what's it achieved?
So it came out of the autumn statement in 2012. Was the objective of the government to attract very talented entrepreneurs and to help them to set up successful and high-growth businesses in the UK. So wind forward a couple of years, and we have created 70 companies made out of 200 talented entrepreneurs. Over 35 companies are trading successfully. They raised over £50 million equity investment, over 40 million valuation. They won many awards. They have won grants and accolades, over 2 million in grants and prizes, both in the UK and internationally. So I'm very proud of
very
those
impressive,
entrepreneurs.
yeah, absolutely. And how many countries have those 70 companies come from?
They came from, so we had 2,200 applicants for over 35 countries. So overall, all the winners represented over 20 countries throughout the entire globe, from New Zealand to America, South America, Europe.
And in terms of sectors, how many, is there any preponderance in terms of technology? Or?
There was a variety of sectors, from edtech to fintech, artificial intelligence, clean tech. We had life science. We also have a team who is looking for a cancer cure. So it's very varied. Yeah.
And the equity that's come into those businesses has been managed by Sirius, or that's been a separate endeavour?
This is completely up to the teams.
Okay.
So the Sirius program didn't take any equity, and then the teams, the entrepreneurs and the companies went out and they sought their own equity investment. Clearly the program enabled those entrepreneurs to get them ready to raise investment.
And presumably all these international graduates coming in with early stage businesses, they had to set up UK companies to house the IP and the businesses?
Absolutely. So every company is a UK set up. Is a UK company that is trading positive, and some of them are already exporting.
Okay, wow. And what did have been winners in the Sirius program?
So the 70 companies were classified as winners.
Yep.
All of them got a place into the program, which is a 12-month program plus alumni program at the end of the 12 months. They got some money to live on for the first 12 months. They got a place into an accelerator without taking any equity for space, office space, and help with setting up the businesses, mentoring. And also the program helped the entrepreneurs to get ready to sales. So very much online with what Emma was saying, very important to get revenue into your business very quickly, and also to get ready to raise investment.
And how many accelerators were you working with?
So we had 5 accelerators in the program.
Around the UK and
around
Scotland
the UK,
as well?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We went from London via Birmingham, Newcastle, and to Scotland.
And how did you figure out which company was going to go into which accelerator? Was it down to the sector and the specialisation?
Good question. That was a really tough one.
Yeah.
The ultimate choice was the accelerators. So the accelerator decided which teams suited better their program. And then we had cases where more than one accelerator wanted the same team. So we tried to accommodate the desire and the need of the
rattled
winners.
Them off. And did Sirius or any of the accelerators they get equity in the businesses?
No, we didn't need neither the program or the accelerator took equity during the program.
Okay.
So the UKTI paid the accelerators to provide support to the entrepreneurs.
Okay. And is there some kind of measurement of how successful this is for the British economy, and has it achieved everything that it set out to?
So the KPI I mentioned to you, it's about raising investment so it can create jobs. As soon as a company raises investment, it creates jobs, which is the value to the UK economy, is the exporting, the ability to export. So the moment the teams start, the entrepreneurs and the companies start to export, it drives value to the UK economies. So companies who are raising investment, they're raising revenue, they are exporting, and they're increasing their size and they create jobs.
Okay, so it sounds, is this a little bit like a sort of an early stage version of what London and Partners are doing in terms of bringing international companies into the UK? Would that be?
So I actually worked at London and Partners,
Okay.
so I can make.
You know all about it.
I
then.
know
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
So the way London and Partners help companies, they support the company during the landing phase. They actually attract the company. They do a lot of work to in promoting London internationally, and then they help the companies to come in. Whereas Sirius did a lot once the company was selected. Sirius program helped after the landing, was providing with funding and with the Accelerator program and with training and with support to the company after it was landed. So slightly different model, but also London Partners is looking to attract established companies who are coming to the UK.
Sure.
Whereas we looked at entrepreneurs who then set up the businesses from scratch.
And are you seeing, as the companies are coming out of the accelerators, they're staying in the locations they were, or do they all want to come to London, or do they all want to go to Birmingham, or?
That was good. We still have very good businesses set up in the regions. So one example is Leaf FM, a team from Costa Rica, four entrepreneurs from Costa Rica, who is having enormous success in Newcastle.
Wow.
And they're really, really happy, and they see Newcastle as the place to stay and to grow their business, and they trade in internationally. So that's a great example.
Costa Rica or Newcastle?
Yes.
I think I know which I'd pick. Especially in the winter. And are there any companies that have exited yet, or is that, I guess, it's a little bit early for?
It is early.
Yeah.
It is very early. The objective is to really grow their business before the exit. Personally, I really believe in building big businesses, not to go for a quick exit, but this is my personal view. So in fact, I took my first cohort over 2 years ago to open the market. We were invited and hosted by the London Stock Exchange. And the main reason I want to do it, to inspire them to think already big, to think of not necessarily go for a fast exit, but growing the business to the point of listing it one day on the stock exchange. That would be my dream.
Wow, and presumably there must be a lot of synergies between some of the businesses that have come over. Have you seen any merging activity with any of the companies?
So it's too early because the majority they've been in the UK, they've been trading for 2 years. But what I've seen, there's lots of changes in the founders. So at the beginning, when the business is very, very new at idea stages, the founders get together and they start working together. As the business start growing, start having success, but also start having some challenges, then the founder, they change. Some decide to go back to their home country or go back to corporate world, or the main founder want to bring new blood. So that's the main changes I've seen, rather than companies merging together.
Okay, but that might happen in the future, of course. Paola, after the break, we have a company called Educate on the show, who you will know well. They are an alumni of Sirius. They were first a guest on the show back on November the 5th, and since then they've made some fantastic progress. They have, I think, raised £425,000 in equity. They formed a strategic partnership with TechSooner. I'm not sure who TechSooner are.
It's a software company who does development.
In the UK?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and also international. It's an international company.
And they've got 500 schools registered, and they're generating some decent revenues. Educate's director, Natalie Richards, was invited to Downing Street and for a meeting with the Prime Minister's special advisor to discuss support for getting into more schools. Educate is doubtless a success story and will continue to be an even bigger one. How do you and the government plan to work with Educate from here?
So I must say, first of all, well done to Natalie. I'm really, really proud of what she has achieved. She's been on an incredible journey, both personal level as an entrepreneur. And that proves that to be successful, you need to put together hard work, you have to persevere, you have to be able to overcome obstacles. So what Natalie has achieved is incredible, and that's why it's fantastic. Well, I'm really, really proud. She's one of my proud moments, and that's what is great for Sirius. All the companies that has created, they will keep be the legacy. They will go on and creating successful businesses.
Okay, and in terms of what you do with Natalie and Educate and what the government does from here, what does that look like?
So it's up to the companies
Okay.
to themselves. What I've done, I've integrated them as much as possible into the UK ecosystem. That was my #1 objective.
Yep.
So they integrate themselves in the UK ecosystem, and then it's up to the company to find the best way to then engage with the various stakeholders. They don't get preferential treatment. They don't get anything. It's up to their hard work and their determination and the business model.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, we're looking forward to hearing some more from Natalie shortly. We will go to talk to Natalie from Educate, which is in a pre-recorded piece. Thank you very much for joining us, Paola.
Thank you so much.